Well, for 32 minutes, I thought, we competed. We were right there. And, the last 8 minutes, their experience showed, their talent level, their coaching. They're just they're as good as any team in the country. So, questions?
Chris, when you look at the options, they have all the options. Does it remind you of a younger version or an older version of the kind of what you have? Sort of, your guys are just a little bit younger.
I don't know. I don't have that crystal ball yet. I'd like to think so, but a lot of hard work, a lot of summertime development, a lot of weight room work. That's what happens when you become experienced. So, I'd like to think that we have a good young nucleus that could eventually, play to that level. But that's for another day.
Chris Jenkins started that run of 5 threes that really broke open the game. Do you think that what would you think of your defense at that point? And
what do you want to do? Like, these guys are shooting the ball from 30 feet, from 27 feet. Should have played better defense. I've never seen anything like it. He's playing the 5 for them. He's playing the center position. He's 6'5", 250 pounds, and he shoots the ball like Del Curry. That's why we recruited him. We recruited him as hard as we could.
Was that part of the reason why Mack was on the bench in the end of the game? Was it just a matchup situation?
It's a pretty tough matchup for him, whether it's Chris Jenkins, whether it's it's not just a one-on-one deal, because again they put you in ball screen situations, and if a guy rolls, Matt's got to retreat. It takes him a little bit longer than Jalen. So yeah, defensively we tried to put a little bit more quickness on the floor.
What were you guys doing well this first 32 minutes?
Well, number one, we played better offense. I really thought we had an opportunity to go up in 11 in transition, and I think we got blocked, and they cut it to 9. They cut it to 7. Then we got it back to 9. We had 2 block shots in transition that eventually the lead went from 9 to 4. And I'd love to have those possessions back, but you can't. You can't go back in time. It's part of the basketball game. We want to have our team in an attack mode. We want to be able to be aggressive on offense. It's one of the reasons we scored 40 points in the first half. We want to take the fight to them. So if you're going to walk the ball up and be nervous to make plays at the rim, then you probably don't have the score you have in the first half. And we tried to have that same mentality in the second half. A couple of them got blocked. You give Villanova credit, and they transitioned those defensive opportunities into points at the other end.
What did you tell the team after the game?
I'll leave that in the locker room. But we got plenty of basketball to play. And, there's no shame in losing to Villanova. They've beaten 27 teams. And so, we've got more basketball to play. And we have to get ready. We have a week to prepare for Creighton, a team that beat us early in the year. And we have to go to Creighton and respond.
Yeah, Chris, this is a team that looks to be in line for a #1 seed.
They should be. They should be a #1 seed.
Isn't there a part of you right now, even though you lost, we're okay? I'm encouraged somewhat by what happened.
Hell no. I can't. I don't. Moral victories. I thought our team was ready to beat Villanova, and we just weren't. Especially on our home court, the energy was great. I thought our team was locked in. Again, some of the circus threes that go in for them. Again, arguably the player of the year goes 0 for 5 from the three-point line, and you still feel like you can't stop them defensively. That's how talented they are. It's how much they spread the floor. They're good.
I asked Jay, I said, if you were the other team's coach, how would you defend you? And he said you have to do it as a team, which sounds great and all that, but how do you defend this team when they're making shots like that?
I think you have to have maybe you have to have a little bit more athleticism on the floor. We're a little short at certain positions, but we still gave great effort. Obviously the 2 teams have done it, Seton Hall and Georgetown. But I think Villanova's gotten better as the year's gone on. That's why they've rattled off a bunch in a row. They're going to be tough out in the NCAA tournament, a real tough out.
What were you guys able to do with Arch and Hilliard in the first half to keep them at bay?
Well, I think Hilliard missed some shots. I mean, there was one time where we completely blew our assignment. He had an open 24-footer and missed it. But I thought our guys were locked in. Again, being there on the catch is crucial to this team when you play them. Again, they can really spread your defense. But I thought, we got a little bit tired. They played with the experience down the stretch, but our guys were ready to play.
Coach, how important will this week of rest be for you guys as you get ready, not just for Creighton, but for the Big East tournament?
Just managing your team. In the last month of the season is really, really important. I've got half our team is older. A guy like Matt Stainbrook and D. Davis have played a lot of minutes, not only this year but through their career. And so those guys need to rest. We also have some young guys that maybe, have to continue to get better here these last few weeks. And they could be the difference between us, winning the game, winning a close game, or not. So we have to continue to develop our young guys here down the stretch. But yeah, managing your team is always very important at this time of the year. Thanks.